There is no other way. Indian society is unlike one nation, one language, one God, one religion. It is a multiple religions, multiple languages, and it is the article number 1. It is the Union of States, that is India. So friends, excuse us. For Telugu people, both the states, we have conducted meetings. They know the concept of it, and we'd like to open up why we talk about Bharat Bachao. From whom we shall protect it? From whom we have to save? This is an important question. Many people ask us, from whom you want to save? Most of the people who are sitting here, you understand what has been happening for the past 8 plus years. When we had discussions with the different parties, political parties as well as the activists of different organizations, there is a doubt. The doubt is, who is the enemy of Indian people, 140 crore population? If we just go into the history and also the statements made by the state power in different states and the happenings in the street, like killing of Dabholkar, killing of Gauri Lankesh, killing of Kalburgi, there are a lot of incidents. So at the outset, we shall try to understand why this is needed. It is a need of the hour. I request all the political party people here who are sitting. Actually, we are expecting Bhaktacharan Das. He attended 2 meetings of ours, and there is also AAP MLA Rajendra Pal Gautam. When we are conducting the meetings at the corners, in the different places and the different halls in some parts of states like Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, and Maharashtra, Gujarat, and Delhi, then we are conducting the meetings. There is an anxiety in the faces of the concerned people of India. The concerned people, I mean to say. There is an anxiety. What is going to happen to this country? This country, this land has been invaded by many people. There is a lot of distortion in writing the history of India. I am not a historian, I am not a political scientist, but I am purely a cardiologist, heart specialist. But the little part of what I read in the history of India is not properly represented so far. It is not properly represented. Whoever won this country, the history was written in their favor. The history of original inhabitants of this country did not see the light so far. We were won by Kushans, we were won by Greeks, we were won by, Mongolians, we were won by Persians now. But this particular invaders from the southern part of Kazakhstan and Iran, from Central Asia, the Aryan invasion. It is hunting even today. This is a part of history. Actually, I don't want to go into the details of it, how they invaded, what they are doing. Now you must understand who is our philosophical enemy, enemy of the masses, philosophical enemy of the masses, and the physical enemy of the masses. There is a state power to control by all sorts of resources with them. There is a street power who are lynching in the streets. Recently in Chhattisgarh, some Christian tribals were attacked and thrown away from their villages just because they adopted. They Christian. And this is written in Constitution as a right to have their own faith, to worship any God. And again, I must say that this Bharat Bachao is not against any believers. It is not against believers, it is not against non-believers. It is not against gods, it is not against devils also. So what we want is okay, our age is crossed the 50s, 60s. But what happens to the future of our children in this country? Suppose if things are allowed to go like this, the slogans like one nation, one language, one leader, where did they get this inspiration from? This is from 1930s Nazi Hitler's guidance. Hitler declared their enemies are Jews, their enemies are communists, their enemies are Adivasis. To protect the purity of Aryan race. In 1990, some of you must have gone through the circular, secret circular number 411. I don't want to mention the names. You can guess where from it came. They declared here in 1990, secret circular number 411, that our enemies are Muslims. Our enemies are Ambedkarite Dalits. Our enemies are Christians. Our enemies are leftists. As Hitler did, that our enemies are Jews, our enemies are leftists, our enemies are, say, Adivasis, sort of things. The same is brought here in this vast and wonderful country to say that our enemies are this. I here want to declare that the Muslims of this country, the communists of this country, the Christians of this country, the Ambedkarites of this country, they are the original inhabitants of India. How can these fellows came from outside say that you are all my enemies? It is something like calling a thief calling other people thieves. That is popularly known as Ulta Chor Kotwal Kotan. It is absolutely similar to that. These fellows came from outside. They occupied, they destroyed our Sindhu culture, which is the world famous culture, one of the 4 cultures. Today they said you are our enemies. Definitely. Frantz Fanon, from French physician, he said, define or be defined. define or be defined. This is a wonderful statement by the French doctor Frantz Fanon in the book called Wretched of the Earth. Now they have defined us. We don't believe that all the people or every one of the person who goes to the temple is a fundamentalist. The problem is with the fundamentalists. You believe in any God. You believe in anything. You have a right. The Constitution has given the right. But how can you say that the believers of Islam or Christian or this leftists are evangelists? First of all, this country needs Aryan Mukta Bharat. This country needs that. And we shall boldly say, loudly say that you are foreigner. You don't have a right to say that we are not from this country. How can they say that you produce your certificate, birth certificate? How can they bring the laws like CAA and NRC and all those things? What right do they have? Can the rulers of this, present rulers, can they produce a birth certificate from here in this country? No. There is a RTI evidence that where Mr. Advani born. So we shall understand what is the philosophical enemy of this country. The philosophical enemy is Arya Brahmanism. Walking with crony capitalists. You know who are the crony capitalists now? You know very well what's happening. What happened in Adani's share collapse. I don't have to go into the details of it. But my friends, I request you to understand this. Don't brand Hindus or fundamentalists. Majority of the Hindus, 80% of the Hindus which are claimed by these rulers, they are not fundamentalists. The fundamentalists among them are only just few 5%. 5%. They are trained well. They know how to lynch the people. They know how to control your mind. They know how to control your economy and freedom of speech. I must tell you, on 9th evening, around 4 o'clock, we received an order that please cancel this. Not please, cancel this. We are cancelling it. We have to struggle for 24 hours with the Delhi High Court. Delhi Honorable High Court has given permission to run this show today. Some of our lawyers, like the senior advocate Colin Gonsalves and his colleagues, they struggled for nearly about till 4 o'clock on 10th to put up the case in the High Court. You may wonder, we are assembling here. We are not street rowdies. We are not like them who are killing with this. We are not like them who are training with the weapons in Madhya Pradesh. So to have a hall meeting, there is an objection. But the Honorable High Court has listened to us and gave the permission. So friends, the freedom of speech, the freedom of assembly, the freedom of expression, all these things are going to be, they are not going to be with you all. The only way is to surrender to them totally or to fight it out. You know, George Carlin is a philosopher. He said, don't underestimate the power of stupids in large number. These stupids are in and around you. There is a crisis in the society today, in Indian society. There is a crisis in Indian culture. There is a crisis in spiritual democracy. With all these three crises leading to crisis in politics, crisis in economy. So friends, our idea of organizing this concept for the past 5 months we have been working. We went round different people, honorable people on the stage. Professor Manoranjan Mohanty at the age of 50 years. I know that it is 82, but he looks like 50. And Professor Haragopal all the way from Hyderabad, he came over here. Just of my Rajesh Pasha friend and Viju and our P.J. Joseph and Rana. The wonder is, please Rana, just stand up. Take his experience. He worked in RSS throughout his life, thinking that they are doing good to the nation. Ultimately, he realized and wrote a book called Vyamo. There is another friend of mine. Yeah, this is a book written by him. There is another friend of ours from Rajasthan, Meghvamshi. He wrote, I Can't Be Hindu. Around 200 pages book he wrote. He joined the Chaddi gang. So why we should be ashamed of it? See, they are calling us Tukde gang. Is not. Tukde gang, Andolana Jeevi. Recently they started one more thing, like every time you want only rights, no duties. These are the things which are done. So this Chaddi gang, he joined at the age of 13 years. He participated in Babri Masjid destruction. But ultimately he realized that he is a Dalit from Rajasthan. He realized that he wrote a book. I can't be Hindu like this. Friends, there is one more book from Karnataka. The writer name is Devanur Mahadeva. It is available in Hindi. It's just 40 pages, 50 pages. Available in Hindi, Telugu and English also. Kannada, apart from Kannada. There is one more guy, one more important person who worked as a pramukh in Andhra Pradesh, Warangal. His name is Vijay Shekhar Reddy. He worked there, he wrote a book. It is in the name of patriotism. Telugulo Deshabhakti Musugulo. So these are all the experiences of learned people like Mulchand Rana, Meghvamshi and Vijay Shekhar Reddy. Friends, we request you to open up a discussion in the colleges, in the universities. Now what's happening in the university? Professors know here. There is a lateral positions. All the VCs are from the Chaddi gang. Majority of the VCs. Tomorrow, after 4 or 5 years, the Supreme Court will be filled by Chaddi gang. Pardon? It will be filled by Chaddi gang. This Chaddi gang got inspiration from black shirt volunteers of Mussolini, brown shirt volunteers of Hitler, Nazi Hitler. So we are not safe now. You may be thinking that, all of you may be thinking that we have our jobs, we have everything, but nothing like that. within a short period of time, the country is going to be in the hands of few people, that is the Brahmanism and capitalism. They are the twin enemies of this majority people in this country. Baba Saheb Ambedkar in 1938, February 11th and 12th, he openly declared, who are the enemies of these masses, working masses? They are, it is Brahmanism plus capitalism. There is a real crisis in the society, social crisis. Cultural crisis is much more worse, and the spiritual democracy is due. So we have to work in these lines to make the people understand who we are, how we reached here. I will conclude with 1 minute. The people from Africa, the first person started walking from Africa to India 80,000 years back. In a sense, we are all settlers here in Indian land. But we came early. We are the early Indians. The Aryans are invaders, looters, liars. Now, unfortunately, the power in the state power as well as the street power is in their hands. Beware of it, take care of it, open up the discussions among the students, among the universities and different organizations. At the end, let us bury all the small differences which we have. My appeal to the left parties here, there are differences. The idea which we get in the morning into our brain, we may think contradictorily by evening. It is common. The children born to one mother may differ in different ways. There is no wonder we have difference of opinion. There is no wonder. But how you tolerate? How you bury your differences aside? My request to all of you, either Ambedkarists or leftists or social democrats or the spiritual leaders, whoever they are, leave the differences aside at this moment. The need of the hour is unity, unity and unity. But for unity, this country is not going to be saved. Especially the left forces, the Democrats, the secularists, the religious minorities. Don't think that you are a minority. So friends, our idea of this resisting the fascism, let it be in the form of social fascism, religious fascism, or anything. We all should get united to resist these fascists and save India from the criminals. So, I repeat again, don't underestimate the power of mad fellows who are in different forms. So friends, let us come together, work out something. I request all the left parties from CPI to others, sit down. You know, when the Hitler was ruling, trying to occupy the whole world, there was Red Army there to save the world. Today, is a big question mark to save India. Unless we all come together keep away our differences, small differences, and get united, this country will not be even like this. We may not be able to meet like this in future. Please remember and try to join hands with the Bharat Bachao is not a political party. It is not a political party. It invites everyone, individual, organization, political parties, whoever wants to resist the fascism. This is our single statement. So far we did not form a structure also. There is no structure for this. My friend Gali Innareddy has been working for the past 1 month here, staying in Delhi. We have been working in different places. So today at the end of the second day sessions, we may have a structure. So I request Professor Manoranjan Mohanty to take lead in this, involve all the people, and I request the left parties also, even from the Congress, even from the AAP, even from the RJD, even from the DMK. Doesn't matter. The single criteria is, are you for fascism, are you against fascism? Suppose you are against fascism, let us shake hands. Suppose you are for fascism, please be a little bit away from us. And there may be some people who are like Ranaji or Meghamshi or Vijay, they may realize, don't hate a human being. Hatred is the order of the day today. So let us reduce hatred, let us increase the tolerance of difference of opinion. Difference of opinion should not lead to division of our unity. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.